everybody, and welcome back to another session of Phoenix Wright Justice for All with Chaos Counseling. I always feel like I'm hesitating when I say that, and it's bothering me.
I'm sorry.
And I don't know why.
Alright, we're gonna present something on this statement because it doesn't really fit with the glass of wine because Adrian had put it down at a shock.
And it's obviously her shit fingerprints on it, so what the fuck is she doing?
Why?
Oh gosh, the music stopped. Shit's about to get real.
We did it! Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. DeKiller.
Pardon.
What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Corrida had been murdered.
But how? How do you know that?
From this wine glass, Your Honor.
Oh, the glass. All right.
Mr. DeKiller's supposed client thought Mr. Corrida had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind.
Never say never. I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now.
Yay! We're on the same page! Yay!
Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
My client's an idiot.
Okay, that was the judge's voice. I failed miserably at that joke.
Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail?
I messed up the joke. I'm asking you to slap my wrist, honey. Thank you.
Wow, that was nice and crisp on the recording.
Oh, I bet. It sounded nice and crisp to my ears.
It's the last time I smacked your wrist, you smacked me. So I was a little
Because I didn't
hesitant.
deserve being smacked last time, and for the record, I didn't slap my wife. Hard.
That's what I was gonna say. You did though.
all of us are like, whoa! It's not a very important point anyway, correct? Hi, thanks.
You can't reach me! No, there's expensive audio equipment!
No, not Tedgeworth!
Expensive audio equipment.
And water.
I am surrounded by it.
Put the water away from the expensive audio equipment.
It's got a cap on it.
Yes, but that's still how one friend of mine ruined my board game in high school.
Every party needs a pooper.
Because that thing costs hundreds of dollars.
It was 100.
Actually, the soundboard is just 100.
Yeah, that's not too bad, actually.
Oh, silence, infidels, as I sip my wine glass, which is actually a Coke cup.
Edgeworth.
Next to our expensive equipment.
Yes, I'm afraid you're mistaken.
He got mad at
Shots fired! If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Corrida's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
Bravo!
Robble.
How strange.
Yes.
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection to this absurd situation? Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble.
We're in real trouble regardless.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Sorry.
That sounded like an awfully weak objection to me.
Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
Very well. I know I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here, I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. Just come, Shoo! Are you okay? You got in a car accident last time!
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he could be dead.
He could be dead.
He might be dead.
I mean, he doesn't show up in later
He's
games.
dead.
This request came to me about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes.
So you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
It's so weird playing this, like, on a channel because I can't do what I usually do in playing Phoenix Wright, and when I would press everything because I just loved the ad-lib so much, but now I'm like, well, I gotta further the plot, so I gotta pinpoint
What actually is fucking
What-
important.
is important. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. What was that? What was that brief pause?
Pause!
Witness! I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail.
Or smartphone. Or, okay, that's
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak, to look the client while looking them in the eye.
It's like the Dark Brotherhood called. They'd like to recruit you.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? Okay.
Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
Cyclops!
I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him.
Oh.
That's when I thought I can trust this person as a client.
It's true what they say about talking face to face. Well, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just of any importance?
Oh, yes, it was! This is what I've been waiting for!
And finally, we'll be able to explain that thing that Sunshine's been bothering us about.
Yeah.
Should we
He's been
actually
bothering you
message him
about.
about it?
I probably will.
What-
Just interrupt.
So,
Why Adrian is called Adrian.
Why? So,
Oh, it's a unisex name?
As you guys know, there's a lot of puns with names. When we first got Adrian, Sunshine wanted to know the pun. We couldn't say it. We just saw an example of it right now. Adrian is a unisex name.
And it doesn't help that Andrews is also a unisex name, so there's no way to there's no feminine or masculinity to the name.
He had a 50-50% chance of guessing the gender and got it wrong.
I'm gonna text him that in a minute.
Yeah, because he's been wanting to know that for so long.
He bothered us after every session, like, can I know now?
How about
Can
now?
I know now? Let me know!
The one day when his production is happening.
And then it's like, Eric, you can know now.
I'm sorry. If what I heard, I think, just heard now. I think we totally got over the game, but this is going to be a good reveal. Then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance.
Huh? Really?
If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well.
Guys, you're all about to receive a text. I'm just using the group chat. 'cause I can't.
Okay.
How dare
I
you?
can trust him. Okay, so I assume we should present Adrian's profile because it's an intelligent woman.
It's a woman!
Female!
She's a strong, independent woman who
don't need no man.
Well, she needs somebody!
She may need a woman.
According to the internet, she needs Francisca. Okay, nothing, I guess.
None of us ship it.
No, sorry, I was
I mean, I don't-
texting Sunshine.
I think I was contemplating, like, who would Adrian be good at?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I ship Francisca with someone else, so.
Yeah.
I don't ship her with anybody just because she isn't in enough in cases, and I was surprised by the Adrian Andrews and Francisca shipping, so I'm more just
You
sticking
should be
with-
surprised by most ships.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Everybody gets shipped in this game.
I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at the time. Yes, that's correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy. How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. What? Chili to Killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip up about her. So what is the issue? What did you just say now? About her. If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she's a woman. Except you shouldn't assume gender like that, but that's okay.
True.
So actually, Shelley the Killer was very forward-thinking back then.
Order in the court!
If he was, he should have used gender-neutral pronouns.
Then he's a fool!
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
This witness testified to the following: that he always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their request.
But he's never met Adrian Andrews in person?
Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
Is that leaking battery acid?
Yep.
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However,
I should have kept it on. I think we'll see it later. I'll keep it on the screen a little bit longer next time. I'm sorry. There we go.
There it is.
why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
Somehow the transceiver can sense the killer's emotions.
Yep.
Let's wig it out.
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see.
Unluckily for Mr. DeKiller, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender, and so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? What is going on?
Phoenix Wright
Me
Shelley,
coughing out my lungs apparently is what's
Killer.
going on.
Yeah.
This court demands an explanation.
I think somehow I must have mixed this client with another.
There was actually an interesting Criminal Minds episode about something like that.
So, does that mean you remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. Ugh, I know he's just going to spit out more lies.
Very well, but this time please give us the truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God, I know.
Yeah.
So help you, the heathen god of GameCube, yes.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been many times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Corrida and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
Well, that doesn't contradict previous testimony at all.
Nah, it's cool.
So you took this job through a letter.
He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony,
I wonder why.
which means he is definitely lying.
Yeah.
Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know, I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we could do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
That sexy man
That beautiful, sexy man.
with his cravat, just blowing through the. What am I doing?
Oh dear.
Please stop writing fanfiction.
Sorry.
That's Sunshine's job.
Well,
Everyone
I'm in
knows
place
that.
of Sunshine.
Oh,
Oh.
carry on.
You have to cover for him.
Just gonna.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
Now I remember I took a request by mail. Probably shouldn't talk about that. Sword murder to. Okay. 2 or 3 other things? Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I push his buttons the wrong way and he gets mad. I'm going for it!
Push that button.
Going! Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yes? Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client?
He looked like,
Hopping mad.
He looked like something out of Ukulele.
I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one... What? Wait! Uh-oh, this is looking really bad! I shouldn't have pressed my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Let's go! Fuck it! Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine? After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Corrida's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client. Interesting.
Oh, this information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony.
As you wish. Find it and give it to Adrian Andrews. Okay. Shelley the Killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it.
I can't see.
This item.
I see where you're going.
Yep, that's where I'm going.
Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
I love the judge.
I do too! Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony.
Do I have to? That
Yes.
requires thinking.
I was going to burn it for her sake.
If even for a single minute this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it.
Shit! Wow! Oh, holy cow! Oh my god! I'm hungry!
I already did an order food joke, so that's where you two were going.
So by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Which means...
It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client.
I love how there's just like a
Order,
big ball inside
order.
the transceiver, basically.
Oh,
Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Francisca!
I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one thing for me to do. Wait, please! Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No, please! Not that! Please wait! Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end, and I may stay my hand. Otherwise...
what in the... Mr. Wright? Are you? Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't understand this witness outburst just now. He doesn't need to hear more testimony, or is this enough?
Well, we should...
Edgeworth, we can't do this! If we keep this up, chill.
Prosecution,
What? Let's come over, everyone. Even you are.
The prosecution rests.
What's going on around here?
The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What?
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 I just want to go to the bathroom! This trial ain't already!
Well, never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance.
No.
If that's the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. It would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
end the trial here right now. Ah, shit!
We must end the episode right here.
Wait, I have an idea of where we can end it. Let's keep going for a little bit
Okay.
longer.
Yeah, no,
Then your client, Matt Ungard, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews, be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Miss Matt Ungard, to the stand.
The items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. Can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands.
hey, prick.
Did the old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you as truly innocent and a good person. You've done enough evil to drive a woman to...
Oh wait, no, he wasn't using that as a metaphor. I forgot
Yeah.
that really did happen.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought, dude, that's not funny. Wait, no, that really happened.
Yeah.
But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
Oh boy. Oh god, this is gonna be hard.
Oh no!
Okay, I can do this. I can
gave
do
her
this.
my
I can do
cold
this.
from like 2 weeks ago. So.
Yeah, she gave it to everyone.
I-
Thanks, Abby.
I didn't get it.
share. I'm sorry.
I don't like it.
I didn't get it.
I'm so happy.
No, I was in the house taking
But
a nap.
I was upstairs dying.
Fair.
Yeah, and we'd already caught it by then.
Yeah.
Fair.
I blame the podcast.
What was the podcast?
Because Anthony
from?
got it too.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
what?
jeez.
I mean, did Anthony get it?
I don't know if Ammon got it. I should ask. He might
Anyway.
be. Okay, anyway.
So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. Ungard,
You were atrocious as a lawyer, weren't you? Giving your client away like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just as atrocious. Don't you agree?
Why are you just killing your reputation on the stand, moron?
Because I don't care anymore. Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life?
You'd better get Ungard a guilty sentence, okay?
But if I did that, I will die. But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose. Judge.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense final statements on this matter. This person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews. And your client, Mr. Matt Ungard, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is gonna say what I want, aren't you?
Right.
I can't do this! But I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart.
Bum, bum.
My client, Matt Ungard, is...
And we will see you guys next time. Fuck you guys!
Be nice to our audience.
I'm kidding, I love you.
Yeah, but Matt Ungard doesn't! Fuck you guys!